October 2nd brings with it a powerful solar eclipse in the sign of Libra, bringing a remarkable focus on our one-on-one relationships with others into view. And we are likely to see whom it is that we're partnered with, whom it is we're aligned with, and how it is that they see us very differently under the light of this solar eclipse. The eclipse is close in the sky to the south node with a new beginning that a new moon solar eclipse brings. There's also going to be some sense of closure, of recognizing what sucks, what's crap, and that you don't want to deal with anymore. And either you're going to do the work to find resolution, to move towards healthier relationships, or this can be just the wake-up call you need to go another way. And that is part of the potential of this time. Black Moon Lilith is hand in hand with this eclipse, an icon of female awakening to their own power and independence, and a sense of self-trust that is undeniable, no matter what anybody else thinks. Mercury nearby means that whatever's showing up, we're talking about it with each other, but also collectively as well. There is going to be some insight, some reminder that toxic relationships do exist, but with awareness comes real hope that we can change things for the better now and moving forward from here for more people than before. This energy is dramatic, but it's also tremendously promising for the new pathways, new understandings, and new chapters ahead. Where those new chapters are set to take place for you, well, a lot depends on your sun, moon, and rising sign. You want to take all three into consideration and then synthesize the information. And of course, you can check out my YouTube channel for the monthly horoscopes, and you can check out Nadiya Shah, superstars.com for weekly horoscopes that'll help you to make the most of this time that much more. Aries, partnerships, especially love, is going to be highlighted here in big ways. Relationships that are healthy are going to feel that much more empowered and that much more dedicated as you find yourself feeling like a better version of yourself. But relationships that have had issues or are toxic in any way, that toxicity will need to be addressed. Past or present now, you're ready to move forward towards healthier relationships. And you also are honest with yourself about whether or not your current circumstances merit the work that change sometimes require, or are you better going another way? Taurus, the energy of dramatic change and messy one-on-one connections and interactions is likely going to play out. And I'm sorry to say, your workplace, clients, customers, coworkers, where there's been manipulation, where there's been a sense of people not necessarily being fair, all of that is going to come to the surface in a moment that might feel downright impulsive. And this could suggest somebody leaving and somebody coming in, one of these specific people specifically. This could also be you claiming your power to move your health in a positive direction. Gemini, romance, flirtation, and what the heart wants. Well, that can be downright complicated. This can play out with people you're dating or new people that you might meet now, where you get to see some insight into yourself and what it is that you believe about relationships. All of that could stir given a moment that you might have with another. A moment of flirtation can have powerful, sweeping effects as it serves as a catalyst in your life. Now, a childlike wonder could awaken for you, along with a dedication to your creative voice. Cancer, if anybody is going to feel the past awaken in a surprise moment, it certainly is going to be you. Mars in your sign is squared this eclipse, which means you just might be the source of some of that impulsive energy we have here. Be mindful of your connections with family members in particular, whether family of origin or in your living space. That's where you might have an unexpected reaction that could serve as a powerful moment of self-awareness around what it is that you feel must change right now about those dynamics or your current living situation. And new opportunities to move that you really didn't expect could show up for you. Leo, siblings, cousins, and neighbors, they might have some downright surprising announcements. And whether or not it affects you, it may lead to you feeling a certain way and maybe lead to you feeling angry as well. I'm so sorry to say, but it does happen. And you get to decide how much you're going to express of that or not. At the same time, though, this is communication of all kinds. And you do want to be careful because as you're communicating, you could provoke a very strong reaction in another, whether you intended to or you were unconscious of it. Someone is likely to interpret what you're saying in a way that feels as if it lends itself to, at the very least, an uncomfortable moment. The great thing about these feelings coming out into the open, finally being verbalized, means that you're on the path towards healing them. Virgo, money you earn, money you spend, self-love and self-esteem. For most Virgos, this is going to be money matters coming into focus in some way, whether it is insight into a new opportunity or brand new ways of earning money that you want to embrace, or just realizing the way you've been going about it just isn't working for you anymore. Expenses could show up at this time as well, but when we have such strong financial energy, it means that the money you need is there. You're engaging powerful spiritual lessons as part of aligning with greater abundance. Libra, identity, what matters to you most and first, and priorities. Wow, you are about to see yourself really differently, and it's probably going to be rooted in an understanding of who you no longer want to be, but hand in hand with that comes a brand new beginning and a new chapter for your life. This can lend itself to massive changes or personal realizations that may not necessarily be evident to others, and yet have this effect of putting you on a brand new pathway, rooted in a different understanding of what your priorities are going forward from here. Scorpio, what you didn't know, all of a sudden you are about to know, and it is going to feel like a downright surprise, seemingly out of nowhere. Now, this could be some insight or truth about you and yourself. With so much happening on levels of soul, psyche, and spirit, there is such restless energy here. Now, this could also be an external circumstance, but what I will say is this is a part of the sky that has to do with fortunate karmic closures. Embrace them, however it is that they find you, even if the moment feels unexpected. Ultimately, hand in hand with this eclipse, you're moving towards better. Sagittarius, friendships and group alliances, all of that can shift and be turned over in an instant. Whether it is the person you least expected being there for you in powerful ways, new friendships showing up for you as well that awaken you to your power. But it's also possible here that your involvement in a professional group endeavor or with a particular friend ends at this time with a lot of energy and maybe even anger and frustration as well. You're motivated to move towards more authentic alliances, and you will find them. Capricorn, career, social standing, life purpose, areas of life that are very important to the Capricorns out there. In an instant, you find yourself with brand new opportunities and brand new pathways as well. This could bring with it a dramatic change in either the relationship with or who it is that is your boss or person of position of authority. Their behavior may provoke you in a way that has you going a whole other way. At the same time, awareness of life purpose and honesty about whether or not you're living it could alter your path. Aquarius, long distance travel, immigration, citizenship, higher learning, and legal matters. This is where new chapters could find you, but also closures could find you as well, as part of feeling free of a situation that might have felt downright messy, that it made you angry. Now, if that isn't the situation in your life at all, well, a chance to travel could have lasting impacts in your life. This could be a moment where you find your political voice or someone has a response to what it is that you express that you believe philosophically or spiritually, and you get to decide what weight you're going to bring it. At the very least, it helps you to connect with a deep understanding that you have a right to see the world as you choose. Pisces, profound change, truth, transformation, regeneration, and financial resources are going to show up here. For many Pisceans, this is going to mean needing to pay attention to a matter having to do with a grant, loan, or benefits that you qualify for. And finding resolution just as quickly could happen at this time as well. You may feel like you need resources. Now, remember, whatever's happening financially, the money you need is there. There might be some scrambling and needing to respond very quickly, and it might just represent a mix-up. But many Pisceans won't experience this financially. It's going to have a lot more to do with insights into what it is that you feel you're ready to change and what it is that must change, and you're willing to do the work that change sometimes requires. Thank you again for watching. It'll be a great week. Enjoy.